Trevino called Mo Norman the best ball striker he'd ever seen. And 71-year-old Mo is still flighting an endless succession of purely struck golf shots. Golf Digest Top 50 teacher and Golf Magazine Top 100 teacher Craig Shanklin is Mo's friend and golf clinic partner. Craig works with the best in Mo Norman, but he also teaches players like you and me. What makes Mo Norman's action so successful? What does Craig teach that borrows from Mo's method? Watch and learn from Mo Norman and Craig Shanklin now on Academy Live. Thank you for joining us. It's my great pleasure to introduce you to and welcome to our show, Craig Shanklin. Great to see you again.
Nice to be here, Peter.
I want to thank you so much for arranging for us to spend time with Mo Norman. Over the course of the evening, we'll have a number of segments devoted to the morning that we spent together at LPGA International. And I thought we would just start our show tonight by sharing with our audience some of the fun that you and I had together with Mo Norman. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. Mo, when you hit little shots like the ones that you're hitting now, do you consider yourself practicing or warming up?
Practicing.
And what are you practicing?
Whatever shot I picture in my mind. Maybe my third shot at Pebble, or my third shot at 15 at Augusta, or whatever. 15 at Augusta, hit a little higher, because you're over water, stuff like that. I picture in my mind the whole, because I play target golf. I'm the only guy in the world that plays target golf.
Do you still see the picture of the shot that you want to hit as you're hitting it, or what happens?
No, before. Then I swing according to that. Like when I hit them 10 feet high, 30, 50, 80, 100, I see it before I hit it. It's going to go that high.
Then do you just trust yourself to hit the shot?
Yes, yes.
Let's see you hit a couple of those little ones.
Oh, sure, see, here's 20 feet high. See? Right on. See? Yeah. See? Now 40. See? See?
Is golf's natural shot a draw, Mo?
Not that I know of. No, I hope not. Just all I believe is straight. That's what I was always taught. Always keep your toes ahead of your heels when you're walking down the fairway. You can't go wrong. Don't get the Army song going. And I swing my arms and hands that way. That the face is never. It's always dead square. Understand one thing, the ball goes where your hands go. It's that simple.
Does the rest of the body respond to the directions that the hands give them?
Yes, I should say so. See, sure. Yeah. This game's so simple. Simplest game in the world, right here.
Why do the rest of us have so much trouble then?
Don't know what they got. Don't know what the swing consists of. Don't know what it means. But these two dumb things, look, they got no feelings. Look, they don't know they just hit the ground. But these things make them more dumb.
Do we overthink or do we overwork?
Both. How many people is that controlling today? 50 million. Look at them laughing. 50 million people. Come and get me. Nobody knows how. One guy in the world knows how. You're looking at him. The only guy in the world that knows how to hit it dead straight every time. And I've done it for over 50 years. I had 11 years. I won ball out of bounds in 11 years in tournaments.
Do you ever miss the sweet spot?
No. Heck no. I'll hit all these balls with this club. There'll be no dirt on the toe or the heel.
Do we have enough balls here for you?
No, heel.
Well, at least for the pitching wedge.
Oh yeah, for the pitching wedge, but not for the day's fun. No, I'm the only one that knows how to put that guy on the ball square.
How long did it take you to find your golf swing, Mo?
5 years. 14 till I was 19. Since I've been 19, just arrows. The tighter the course, the better I like it. I'm more in my comfort zone. The tighter the course is.
You haven't changed your swing essentially since you were 19?
Heck no. It's velvet. It's perfect. Why? It's a Rolls Royce.
What did you finally decide was the most important thing?
Extension back and through. Like the man always says about me. I got such a big arc for a little guy. How, even though I only go to here, but look where the club is. And then from there to there, my club is on the same height. It's always way out there. 22 inches past the ball, my blade is still square.
Regardless of what club, regardless of the shot.
That's right. Yep. Watch. There.
Why does his body successfully respond to the directions that his hands give it?
Well, Peter, he's got such a wonderful mental outlook on it. Everything he sees is visual. So when it's processed, when he processes it, it comes out the way you're seeing it. So I've always admired Mo from that reason. Everything that goes in his mind is the way it comes out in his golf swing. And it's marvelous. That's unique. And he thinks uniquely, too.
I'm in a different world. I'm in the world of the unknown. I'm the only guy who's got the feeling of greatness. I'm the only guy who's got the master move with every club. And I'm the only guy that swings through the golf course. Never around. My hands are never out of bounds. Never. Never. That club face is never. What's close to a perfect swing? Pendulum. Look at the face. And that's the way I swing a golf stick.
What did you think of Hogan?
Great. Fantastic, but in his own way. He was so different. I got the simplest move in golf. Touch wood, I've been over 5 million balls and never had a sore muscle yet.
When you try to teach people your method, what's the biggest problem they have?
Well, I don't teach. I never taught my life. I wouldn't know. I never taught a person in my life.
Even when you play a little golf with friends?
Nope. Because I'm so different. Put the club back here, lock your knees, hands high. They'd be like this. They'd have shingles in their knees.
What are the things that the rest of us then can learn about our games from watching you hit balls?
How simple I move. How well I hit my positions. What's the name of the game? Sensation of positions. Not how you swing the golf stick. Hit your positions. I let my body memorize my swing. Every shot I hit, my body is memorizing my swing for me. My swing balances me. That's why I'm the greatest striker. Because my swing balances me. I'm never off balance on any shot I hit. I'm never off balance. Who's next? This game's so easy. Oh, yeah, let me out of here. This game is so easy. Yeah. What an easy game, people.
Welcome back. In the first of 3 segments that we'll show with Mo tonight, he talked about a number of things, but for him, he talked about that the basic shot, golf's basic shot, is a straight one, and he talked about never missing the sweet spot. What should golf's basic shot be for recreational players, and how can we find the sweet spot other than through happy accident?
Yeah, good. The basic straight shot, basic shot for the average player is a straight shot, because they hope it's going to go straight. And if it curves one way or the other, Peter, they're going to have to play it. They have a shape, in other words, and they have to get used to that shape and be happy with that shape. But generally, they're aiming straight for a straight ball. And the other one on the sweet spot, Mo hits it right on the biscuit every single time. And there's a lot of factors involved in that. It's just like a hammer and a nail. But when you start the club from the start where the ball is, you've got it aiming against a spot on the face. The idea is to take the club back and return it and have that ball hit that spot, because if it does, it compresses the ball further, the ball goes further, and that's the secret of it, hitting it right in the center of the face.
When the recreational player attempts to hit a straight ball, it seems to be a reaction to the curvature that he just experienced, one way or the other. If we're standing on the side of the golf ball, does it not make sense to assume that golf's basic shot is actually has a little bit of a draw to it because of the relationship of our body to the golf ball being on its side, and therefore should we not strive, right-handed players, to move the ball gently to the left?
Yes, I mean, it would be the preferable thing would be to draw the ball and have the player go a little bit more around it, which is the tendency when you're standing further away from it. So you might go more around and therefore produce a little bit of a draw or a ball curving to the left because of the distance from the ball. So I think that I would like all the players to have a little bit of draw, even a little bit of hook to it, and then work back from there. But I don't like the ball going to the right because it tends to not go as far. And let's face it, we all like the ball to go a lot further.
Mo said that his hands never work along the boundary lines of the golf course, that they work up and down, and that the ball goes and the body goes where his hands direct both of those things to. Address that as it applies to the rest of us.
Terrific. One of the great things about what Mo does is he uses the target. So anytime he addresses the ball, even though he's looking at the ball, he's really aware of where it's going, and he ties his whole golf swing into that. So it's like a magnet. It pulls the swing towards it. But you have to be definitive about it. In other words, you have to have a specific place for the ball to go. So in his mind, he either sees elevations or he sees pins. So once you see that in your mind, you're really tied to it. And if you get mechanical about it, you don't tie yourself to it. You're tying yourself to mechanics. Tie yourself to the target. That way, the arms go towards the thing that that is embedded in your mind, the pin or a bunker or a tree, and that keeps the arms in the fairway. It's like hitting swinging down the road rather than across the street. So as long as you have a target, you can tie into it, and that becomes the specific visual side of golf. You've got to have something to swing to. And by keeping his arms in the fairway, he sees those two goalposts, and he tries to keep everything going down between the two goalposts, his arms and the club.
But when the rest of us, recreational players, attempt to do that, we overcook it by extending down the target line for such a long period of time that the rotational element of the golf swing never gets to occur because everything is lateral and the club head speed is decreasing rather than increasing through the hit.
Right. One of the things that he does so well is when he's very wide and he's target oriented, when the club comes into the ball, his chest is facing the ball and the club then goes past him. And that's a very good way to get a natural release. If you move when you're wide like that too much, the club will not release and it won't go past the player, and he may leave it to the right, which is actually one of the things that Mo does. If he misses it, it goes a little bit right for that reason. So the great thing about a wide stance, target orientation, and keeping the body square to the ball is it releases the speed of the arms and hands, and therefore the club head and the shaft passes the handle and the club head passes that, and it goes on and increases its speed for that reason.
As this short break ends, we will rejoin Mo at LPGA International for part 2 of our experience with Mo Norman. Don't go away. Do you feel like your swing is three-quarterish, or are those things not important to a player like you?
No, not important. Don't you want to know what? No. Just put this dumb guy on that dumb guy. Into that dumb guy, into that dumb guy.
What club do you have there, Mo?
7-iron,
How far do you hit the 7-iron now?
145.
Has it been 145 since you were 19 years old?
Yes. I got the same muscle memory as I had when I was young. So I got the same angle of attack, same rifle barrel. Yeah, that's so simple.
When you go from visualizing the shot to hitting the shot, what do you actually think about during your golf swing?
Nothing. You can't think nothing. You can't think nothing once you're in it. It's only a second and a half. What can you think of in a second and a half?
Some
Boom,
of us
boom.
can think of lots of things.
Now I see it. Now I'm gonna. Okay, my mind just told me what to do. And right on. 3-foot putt. Look at it. Knock the flag over. See? I'm target oriented. But stretch back, spring forward. Oh, that's music.
What do you see, Craig, when you watch him hit golf balls?
He just cries.
I knew Pete I'd cry because he makes it so simple. The simplicity of it is the most outstanding thing. And the other thing that a lot of people could learn from, how much time does he spend over the ball?
Almost nothing.
Right. And so he makes his decision and commits to it. And there's no time, there's no interlude between that time. And he's never stationary at any time in his preparation to hit it. Never stationary. The average player could learn two things there. Keep moving and hit the ball as soon as you can and spend less time over it. That's where most of the mistakes are made. We get to thinking too much over the ball itself.
It seems like the amount of time he takes to arrange his body over the ball is also minimal. Is that just because he instinctively finds ball position and everything else?
Instinctively from years and years of practice. I mean, how many balls have you hit in your lifetime, Mo?
Over 5 million, 131,000. I keep track. I got a big sheet. Every day when I used to hit 800, 400. Most I hit one time was 2,100 one day.
What's the longest you've ever gone in terms of days between hitting balls? Do you miss many over the
No.
course of your life?
No. This is my 46th year coming down. No. But never had a sore muscle. Never had a sore muscle in my life.
Whose swing do you like on tour today? Is there somebody that you think is terrific?
No, they all stink.
Even the number one player?
Sure. No channel 11s. Nobody can hit a 250-yard field goal. Whoops, wide. It's awful. It's just awful. It's just awful. Nobody knows how to hit a golf ball. Nobody. Only the guy you're looking at. Every day, same thing every day. MOS, more of the same. Or keep it simple, stupid.
Do you feel like your swing is three-quarterish, or are those things not important to a player like you?
No, not important. Don't even want to know what. No. Just put this dumb guy on that dumb guy. Into that dumb guy. Everything you play with in this game is crooked. Your mind, the ground, the wind, the ball, the clubs. Everything is crooked.
How do you change your trajectory so easily, so quickly?
Oh, it's nothing to it. Nothing to it. Just the way I move my body, the angle of my hands. Here's a little draw. Look, there's a draw. It's that simple. And now a higher draw. And put a big draw. Double bogey golf. Yeah. Higher again with a big hook. Out of bounds, reload. Look, 7-iron out of bounds. Time to sell your clubs.
What do you say to a hook, Mo?
Sit down. That's all. Sit down, you mother. You can't talk to a hook.
What do you say to a fade?
Nice and soft. Be still. It's still.
When you watch recreational players, think we hold the club too tight?
No, not tight enough.
Not tight enough.
Oh, I'm trying to draw blood with my last 3 fingers. Look, my knuckles are red, look. No, grab it like a bird. Oh, God. Oh,
That was Snead who said
Gee.
grab it like a bird.
oh. Unbelievable.
You play much golf with Sam?
About 6 times.
What was your reaction to him and his game?
Oh, fantastic. What tempo, what chord. Oh. What tempo, what rhythm. Oh, jeez. Unbelievable.
What was his weakness, Mo?
I guess putting. Anything I ever saw. Great out of bunkers. But no, shit. No, too bad.
It's always an interesting one on the grip, Peter, isn't it? I mean, he grips it so tightly with his left hand, and we're teaching everybody to grip it like a tube of toothpaste or a bird. And here he's drawing blood with his left hand.
What conclusions do you draw from that?
Well, he's left-handed. Mo is left-handed, and we know that all great artists and all great people are left-handed. And aren't you, Mo?
Yeah.
You're left-handed, and you feel it very strongly
All
about
great
left-handed.
artists and all great people. There's a bold statement.
Aren't they, Mo?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
But then we can have tight fingers and soft wrists. We can
That's what
have
I've
tight
got.
fingers and soft wrists, which he has. We never hear about that. We always think about the fingers tightening the wrists, and in so doing, locking the wrists up. Well, you can grip it tightly and hinge them, and he does it better than anybody.